Our team coverage continues up in Franklin County, where people are seeing the bulk of today's snowfall. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live on the weather tracker with the latest road conditions. Audrey.
Yeah, Chris, up here, we're in Deerfield right now. I will say the roads are pretty clear, a little bit of slush in the road. One of those situations that I think Jacob, I heard him mention earlier, wetting the roads, slushing up a little bit, but not really accumulating. Part of that is due to the fact that the Mass DOT has activated more than 700 pieces of equipment. We actually just drove behind one a short while ago. I'll flip it around so you guys can see what it looks like. Also, the local DPWs are working to make sure that the roads remain clear. I spoke with Greenfield's DPW officials, and they say it's not just the timing of the salting and pre-treating of the roads that's important, but also the type of salt that they use and the speed at which they lay it down.
We'll send out 5 or 6 trucks, start treating the roads. Anytime a big storm pending, more than 4 inches, we'll go out and pre-treat.
Mike Duclos admits his job as a DPW official would be less complicated if he didn't live in Greenfield.
Further south you go, a little warmer it is, the winters seem a little less. Yeah, Northampton, Springfield area, Enfield. It always seems to be a little less.
With the Franklin County city receiving more snow than its southern counterparts, Duclos explains how they've timed their salting process down to a science.
We have 120 miles of roadway that we treat on every storm, and it takes approximately 4 hours for our 6 trucks to maintain those.
Duclos says they need to keep an eye on the forecast to use the right kind of salt, plain old rock salt or a special chemically enhanced variety.
The rock salt activates to 20 degrees and above, and it's less expensive, so we try to use rock salt anytime we can. If we use the treated, chances are it's going to be 20 degrees or below.
And speaking of science, Duclos says salting the roads properly involves a bit of physics too. If I just heard you correctly, does salt bounce?
We go out, do 20 miles an hour to pre-treat, so we're putting the product on the ground so it doesn't bounce off and go off in the tree belt.
It's a formula that takes time to perfect, which is why Duclos tells Western Mass News that patience from other drivers is appreciated.
The frustration is they'll pass us, they'll make it unsafe for others. Just slow down, let us do our job, and it'll be much better the next day for everybody.
Now, coming up on Western Mass News at 6, we travel southeast to Shutesbury, where 50% of their roads are unpaved. We'll hear more from their highway superintendent about how that fact affects the way they plow roads in the town.